Hi, my name is Sherry, and this is Cross Potent, place where magical people meet. And today I'd like to talk about the Native American animal totems and how they apply to the Zodiac for the month of January 2016. The sun starts out the month in the sign of the Goose, which is a bit of a disciplined and austere place for the sun. And then it moves into the sign of the Otter on January 21st, which is more friendly, a little bit more rebellious sign. The moon has two main aspects, the new moon and the full moon. The new moon's on January 10th. The full moon is on January 24th. The new moon in the sign of the Goose. Normally, the sign of the Goose is associated with business, and the new moon is a time to initiate things. However, Mercury is retrograde, so initiating things in this particular new moon might not go so well. I would be keeping an eye out for that. The full moon is in the sign of the brown bear, which is a natural sign of harvest. The brown bear is associated with the time when the berries become ripe and stuff during the seasons of the year. And the full moon is a culmination of things. So you might look for a culmination of maybe projects you're doing or something along those lines around the full moon. Mercury going retrograde from January 5th to January 24th is not really a time to initiate things, but it is a good time to redo things, renovate, reconsider, rebuild, along those lines. Venus, the planet of love, is going to start the month out in the sign of the Owl, which is solid and easygoing. And then on January 24th, it moves into the animal totem of the Goose, which is a little more competitive and rigid. So the sign of love, Venus, being in a more easygoing part of the Zodiac in the early part of the month, means things are going to be easier in the early part of the month. Later in the month, love matters might get a little more serious. Might keep an eye out for that. Mars, your energy planet, is starting the month in the sign of the Crow, or the Raven, or the Magpie. So this is a very social sign. So I would think energies are going to be more social around the first of the year. And then quickly, January 4th, they move into the sign of the Snake, which is very different. So Mars, the energy planet, being more mysterious and secretive and impulsive. So that's going to be a big shift in energies for the energy planet Mars. Jupiter, the planet of luck, is in the totem of the brown bear. Then it goes retrograde January 8th through May 8th. Now there's another situation with retrograde where Jupiter is the planet of luck, but going retrograde tends to shift that a little. It tends to maybe not be so much outward luck, but like internal luck, like internal realizations or internal epiphanies. It's a time to look within, and it's a good time to modify and get organized in your life and try to get all of your affairs in order, you might say. It's good when Jupiter's retrograde like that. Also beware of a little bit of pessimism or skepticism or negative attitudes. It might be easier to slip into that too when Jupiter's retrograde. Saturn starts the year in the totem of the Owl. Now the owl is a far-sighted creature. And he's a versatile creature. So perhaps Saturn, the planet of testing and limitations, is testing versatility, or testing adaptability, or testing how well we're seeing what kind of dreams we can reach for. Uranus is in the sign of the Falcon. or the hawk or the eagle, depending on which tribe you ask. This is a pioneering sign, and Uranus is a planet of change and unexpected happenings that take you by surprise. So with that, with being coupled with the sign of the Falcon, which is a very direct kind of sign, types of disruptions and changes are probably going to be very abrupt, very immediate, and once they're done and over with, that's it. It's not going to be like long, drawn-out changes. I suspect that this year, with Uranus in that position, in that totem, you're going to see changes, happen quickly and people move on. And I kind of like that energy my own self. Neptune is in the totem of the wolf, which is a dreamy bit of spirit. The wolf is very connected to spiritual things, and Neptune is a spiritual planet. So this shows that kind of as a whole, we're all getting a little more spiritual, and I would look to see if that increases as the year goes on, as that Neptune energy infuses in us throughout the year. And Pluto is in the totem of the goose. And the goose is a good sign for business, and good sign for being project orientated. And Pluto is a long-term planet that changes things on a generational level, and it's a planet of transmutation, where it changes something and completely changes it into something else, where it will never go back to the way it was. Transmutation is like that. It takes a new form that can never be reversed back. It's only going to go forward from that point. So when it's in the sign of the goose, and that's related to business and social structures, I would think that we're going to see a lot of social structures and things in society are going to change into a new form, and that's going to be the way they are for quite some time. There's also North Node of the Moon, which is in the sign of the brown bear. That's your life's purpose. And this is aided by, now the brown bear is known to have a steady hand, and this North Node guiding star, in a way, is very compatible with the brown bear and the instructiveness of the brown bear. And you might see new ways of, say, recycling, or something that's meaningful and fulfilling for this planet and for us to move forward in a positive way on this planet. And I hope you enjoyed the horoscope for January 2016. I'm going to be bringing the month horoscopes to you every month. I'm going to try to post them a few days ahead of time so that you can get a look at them. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, you can check them out on my YouTube channel, Cross Potent. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.